What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about actor John Boyega. Now, John Boyega apparently went through a breakup with a woman by the name of Pam. She is a social media influencer, Instagram model, part of the BBL community. She is exposing information about him because she claims that he's going around spreading lies on her after the breakup. And so far to the point to where she's doing this. Now, I don't know, because women will make these allegations once the relationship is over and they realize that they're no longer going to be living a certain lifestyle with that particular guy. Now, I don't know John's financial situation. I do know that apparently he's going back to Star Wars. That has been in the news a lot, that he's heading back to Star Wars to get that Star Wars check. I don't blame him. You know, even though those movies are horrible, the recent ones, he's still, he's about getting that bag. So he's going back there. But this particular woman here is putting this information out here because she wants the world to know how bad of a guy he is, even though she dated him and they're no longer together. And she's no longer his girlfriend. He's dating other women now. And maybe she feels some type of way. I don't know. I just don't believe this whole somebody came to you and told you something. And what is it with women constantly trying to air out men that they're no longer with? I thought that, men were the ones with loose lips. But as we see time and time again, it's always the women that are the ones who have something to say about their exes. Now, she posted these IG message stories, and we're going to get into them. The first one says, "You don't get to have the last MFing word at John Boyega." And then she goes on to say, "Dating is not a crime. People date multiple people when they are looking for their person. This started because I read a comment saying some totally untrue things about me, and I DM'd the person only to find out they had been told these things about me by the person I had dated, and so many more hurtful and disgusting details. I'm hurt and I'm processing, so my behavior might be a little unusual because it's sore. It's because maybe John broke up with you, because you don't do something like this and go off rumors unless you were the one that were dated. You were the one that were dumped. I think Pam was dumped and she feels some type of way. This is why she's putting this out here. And I hope Pam and other women understand that when you put out these messages speaking on somebody's reputation, people are going to react to it, and they may not react to it the way that you want, because a lot of these women think they're going to get sympathy, but in most times they don't, because they're the only ones talking. The other person is not. Now, moving on. She says, I don't care. Let me unravel. The deceit is unbelievable. Keeping a lie going since May 2021 is bold. Says, I'm so glad I moved on with my life after I saw inconsistencies, and I'm so angry that I didn't trust my intuition in the end. He says, lying to me and lying about me is the reason I'm on your ass, because how dare you? I could go on and really burn everything down. So she's making some threats there that she's willing to burn everything down. Ladies, when the relationships are over, you have to move on. Okay, he's not saying anything publicly. Why are you saying anything publicly? Now, I also see where people are saying, you know what, she probably was going to air him out anyway. That's what it looks like. It looks to me like she's hurt. This doesn't seem to me like a woman who walked away from the situation. This looks like a woman that was dumped. She's talking about how she still feels hurt. She says that she moves on, but actions speak louder than words. And the fact that you're posting about him and he's not posting about you, this shows that you still feel some type of way about him. Because I've seen this a lot. I see a lot of women who say that they move on from a man, but they really don't, because they're the only ones talking. That guy isn't saying anything. It's because you're hurt. You have unanswered questions. You said that you wish that you had trusted your intuition. Trusted your intuition about what? He's a Hollywood actor. He's a Hollywood actor who is going to get a lot of attention from a lot of different women. I'm not saying he should be out here just accepting any attention that comes his way. But what I'm saying, these women know what they signed up for. They know what they signed up for. And a lot of these women, they see a guy that's famous, he lives a certain lifestyle, and they jump with 2 feet into the situation, not really evaluating it. Because trust me, if a regular guy tried to holler at Pam, oh, she's going to do her evaluations, she's going to read him, and she's going to look for anything and any type of reason to not deal with him. There have been many women who have ruined potential relationships because they sabotage them, because they really don't want to be with that guy, so they look for flaws. But when they meet a guy that they really, really want to be with, they ignore the flaws. They ignore the red flags. I have no doubt that Pam ignored those red flags because she wanted to be with John. She ignored those red flags. Nobody's perfect. What I'm saying is, this guy only saw her as a short-term relationship. He didn't see her as wife material. He didn't see her as somebody that he wanted to be with long term. This isn't a diss to her, but let's be real. She looks like just every other Instagram model who done went and got a BBL, just more and more generic. And he didn't see her as anything long term. And I think that's what bothers her the most, because maybe she sees the type of women that he's with now, and she's bothered because they don't look anything like her. And she realized that maybe she was sold a dream. But that's the thing. You have to look for the red flags and the inconsistencies before the relationship pops off. And the thing is, when these women really want to be with a guy, they will ignore all the red flags. But if they are being courted by a guy that honestly they look at and they say, he's just not their type, what they'll do is they'll look for any flaws they can and try to end it as quickly as possible, because that guy doesn't match something that they want. And it's not always looks. It's not always looks. It could be a situation where the guy is just a genuinely good guy. And these women don't really care for that. They want to go for the guy that's going to give them the most drama. Because let's be real, these women love drama. They love to have something to complain about. And that's what looks like what's going on here with John. Who has really moved on? Because she's the only one that's talking. He's not saying anything. When you put this out here trying to air someone out, you got to understand how that's going to make you look. I believe he broke up with her. I could be totally wrong, but you didn't have to say anything publicly. You're going off of rumors and hearsay. It's not like you heard it from him personally, right? But she's going off of sources and what people could be saying. That person could be lying to you and you fell for it. And that's the problem with a lot of women today. They fall for what others are telling them. I just think that she misses the lifestyle of being with a Hollywood actor like him. Now, again, she could have a career. She could be a successful woman. I don't know. But when you go to social media, all you see is a woman who's, getting injections into her face, tattoos all over herself, BBL'd up. That's what you see. Right? A woman that wants to portray a certain look, a certain lifestyle. Now, she might be a successful woman, but you have to move on. It might be painful, but you can't sit there and live in the past. He ain't living in the past. He's living his life. John Boyega is living his life. He's not concerning himself with her. When people break up with each other, when they have conversation with other people, of course, they're going to say things that make themselves look good. But putting this out here isn't going to really help much. And the saddest part about this whole thing is that I don't see a lot of websites talking about this. Even the bloggers that you would think would be talking about this haven't spoken about this. It's like it's a total media blackout. This woman is she's putting this out here and it's like they don't really care. It's almost like they're like, oh, okay. And they're just like, whatever. They're not even really posting about it. It's almost like they don't believe her. So she's already fighting an uphill battle to try to get people on her side. You're putting out these messages thinking that you're going to get sympathy, and that sympathy is not there. The sympathy is not there. Now she may come back later and claim that, you know, everything was taken out of context. No, I just read those messages. Those messages are out here. No one's taking anything that you're saying out of context. It's in black and white. You were upset. The relationship is over, and you wanted to air him out to make yourself feel good, which is whatever. But you got to understand, you're speaking on a man's reputation. And it seems to me that there's a lot of people that really don't care for what she is saying. This is why when you leave a relationship, you leave and you let it go. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.